You're tuning in to Call Me a Casual TV, where we say our opinions online and you call us casuals in the comments. My name is Parker. I'm your host.
And my name is Ethan, and I'm your co-host.
This is our first episode, and it's really just a test run. We're going to be talking anything from UFC to Elden Ring to Dune to anime to Invincible to NFL to Star Wars to X-Men 97 to House of Dragon to God of War. I mean, you name it. We really just want this to be a one-stop shop.
Anything you can think of.
Anything you can think of. I spend so much time watching an MMA podcast, and then I have to go to a movie podcast, and then I go to an NFL podcast. I just want a one-stop shop, and I think this is what we're going to try to do.
Yeah, I don't necessarily watch too many podcasts myself. So, like I said, we're trying to figure it out ourselves, and we're glad that you guys will be coming on this journey with us.
Yep.
And, it's going to be up to you guys to call us casuals or not. So
that's right. Now, the first thing I want to do, and we're going to do it for every episode, is we're going to do a little fit check. So I got my Xenomorph shirt on. It's from Spirit Jersey. Shout out to Spirit Jersey. Sponsor us one day. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. And I'm here repping the Hollow Knight. Shout out Hollow Knight.
Bang.
Jersey. It's also got a little back print too.
Bang.
You guys can see it. So got it from the TikTok shop. I don't know which vendor, but TikTok, if you're watching, you could also sponsor us too.
Bang. All right, well, let's get straight into it. UFC White House just happened, and we're going to talk about it. I just want to say this event was I think this is the greatest event I've ever seen.
Yeah, in terms of UFC fight cards, this definitely was, in my opinion, one of the best ones we've seen, just in terms of the whole card being stacked. Personally, too, it might be my favorite event that we've witnessed, other than the one we saw in person, UFC 299
with Sean O'Malley, Cheeto Vera, Dustin Poirier, Benoit Saint Denis.
Yes, and maybe other than UFC 302, UFC 300 was great.
I'm taking White House over 300.
I probably would too.
I'm taking this over Sphere. I'm taking this over. I think it was just. I mean, it's 7 fights, 7 knockouts.
Yeah.
Or TKOs. It was just so
good. The production and the effort that went into it, you could really see, that they were giving it their all for this event. And it was something that was really put into the works. And the fights were amazing. So,
do you have a favorite fight?
My favorite fight would probably be Suga's fight, honestly.
100%. I was just about to say the same thing.
It has to be Suga's. Or honestly, I really did like the Diego fight as well, too, to start it off. So.
Okay. No, the Suga fight, if you were watching any of his videos, he's doing that salute throughout training camp.
Yeah.
And when he hit that salute, a lot of people are saying early stoppage, but, I mean, just go back and watch the Thomas Almeida fight.
Exactly.
It's just going to be a follow-up, and it's just brain damage. He gets concussed 2 times. He gets concussed when he first hits him on the ground, and then when the back of his head hits the mat. I mean...
And what people didn't see either, too, is when he's trying to get up, unless you just said it. When he's trying to get up after...
he falls back down.
Yeah, he falls right back down. So he was stunned. He was definitely not there. He wasn't able to continue the fight. If he would have... Now, I can't remember if Herb Dean was the referee or not. If it was Herb, the fight probably would have went on. But
I don't remember.
I don't think it... It was the British guy, I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember who it was.
But if he is British, I don't know if he is or not. But... Yeah, no, I don't think it would have went on much longer, even if it did continue. Because again, like you said, we would have seen what happened with the Thomas Aldo fight.
What is the hobby going to do? Kick his legs again?
No, yeah,
that's all he did.
I mean,
all he did was kick his legs.
He got up and then went right back down. It was over.
Dude, the salute. I have a picture on my phone of him salute while the hobby. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's so good. But let's talk about Justin. Justin Gaethje gets it done. When he first got the interim belt. He fought Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
And he took the interim belt, and I remember he took it off and he threw it on the ground. And Joe Rogan goes up to him and he goes, "Why'd you just do that? Why'd you just throw?" And he says, "I want the real one. I want the real one." He lost the title fight to Khabib. He lost the Charles fight. He gets knocked out by Max. I mean, it's just a recycling, just can't.
And does it arguably against the hardest opponent, in my opinion, too, to do it. Like, it's crazy. I don't know what it was. And again, congratulations to Gaethje as well. Like I said, don't count him out, because if anyone can do it, it's definitely him. But Ilya, even from the first jab, I noticed that Ilya just he didn't seem like he was himself. And I mean, Gaethje kind of said it perfectly. He's sort of a pretty boy to where, he started worrying about the blood real bad. And
in the first exchange is when you cut him and you see him covering
yeah,
his eye,
he starts to cover.
Like this.
I mean, he does normally have that like shell type of.
He's tight. He's high and
tight. He's high and tight, but I don't know. But again, Ilya did land some good shots. If Ilya, I think the submission really did mess up Ilya.
Why did he do that? He had him hurt to the body.
He can do it, but
he had him hurt to the body so bad that when Justin got dropped, if he like either A, lets him back up and then just keeps ripping, or B, tries to ground and pound, I think the fight gets called. That I said to you when we were first watching it, and looking back, it's not over. I don't think it's a real overreaction. That's like one of the greatest sequences when it's like they're up against the cage and the camera's right here.
Yeah.
And Ilya's just like ripping liver shots, and they're just. It looked like it was sped up.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. I mean, they started exchanging blows, and I mean, it legitimately reminded me of the scene from Rocky IV with Ivan Drago and Rocky, where they're like trading blows and it's shooting shot for shot. Yeah. And I mean, that fight was literally Ivan Drago versus Rocky too.
100%.
We didn't know Ilya could bleed like that. I've never seen Ilya bleed like that.
His face.
And yeah,
his face. He must be. I mean. He must be at the lowest point of his life with what happened with his wife, and now he's in a hospital. He got 2 broken orbitals and a broken nose. Did he break his rib from that knee?
I don't know. I don't think they confirmed that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Just imagine. I mean, I went to work Monday like a little hurt, a little hungover.
Yeah.
And then at work, I'm just reminding myself, like, dude. You could be Ilia Topuria in that hospital bed, so hurt. And what do you think his wife or his ex-wife was thinking? Do you think she watched? Do you think she was hate watching? Do you think she felt bad?
I mean, again, I don't really know, but judging how everything went down, I would assume that she probably wasn't feeling any remorse, and that she was probably, more glorified just because, it's easy to beat a man when they're down. And, if there's any remorse left in her heart, maybe she would have felt bad. I don't doubt that. It's just, I think it's unlikely due to the circumstances.
Dude, I think he'll rise from the ashes.
I mean, one fight doesn't count a man out. That's for sure. No. I mean, we've seen a bunch of greats lose over the years.
100%.
It's very hard to go undefeated in something like the UFC.
Well, did you see him and his team were actually celebrating the win the night before? How do you think that's like a confidence? Like, I mean, if he would have won, we've been like, he's that guy. No, like, of course. But since he lost, it kind of backfires.
Like you said, I mean, it backfires quite literally because, again, their whole thing with religion and how close they are to God and stuff, I mean, it's going to have to catch up to them at some point where it's like, look, pride comes before the fall. And, I think it was his turn to really get humbled.
That's a good way to put it.
I mean, not that I wanted him to get humbled. I loved Ilya. I love his mantra. I love his persona.
We're both Ilya fans.
Exactly.
We're both Ilya fans. We also are both happy for Justin, of course.
Of course, yeah.
We're both Ilya fans. I mean, his rise to the top was just...
The one I really feel bad for is Poirier.
Oh, my gosh.
That's the one that I really feel bad for.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
Remember when we cried with his retirement?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, what is all that?
He was close, too.
No, it was My Way.
Yeah, it was My Way. That's what it was,
right. Yeah. No, that was crazy. Let's talk a little bit about Suga. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but Suga is my favorite fighter, hands down.
No, I mean, you put me onto him. He's also mine too. Let's
talk a little bit about Suga. That salute KO was great. I mean, he needed that KO. If that went decision, it would have been like, okay. Like with the Song Yadong fight, Song Yadong's he's tough, he's hard, he's never been knocked out. But I mean, we needed this KO.
We did,
and we need the Peter Yan match. We need.
Definitely needed it because I think I told you this at another time too, that, I think he's just really kind of looked flat in his last outings.
It's fair.
Not that it's a bad thing. It's just, I think his, matches with Merab has really hurt the confidence, and
he shouldn't have rematched him so fast.
Yeah, I could agree with that because I just, I don't think he's really fought an opponent like Merab before. And then for him to get sort of dominated like that, it can really hurt someone's confidence. Again, also want to mention that's kind of how it looked for Diego's fight too.
Okay.
because Diego looked like he got his confidence back as well. Diego, obviously fighting someone like Volk, twice. That's Volk's, one of the greatest, and
that's a great I didn't even think of that. That's a great parallel with Diego and Sugar.
Yeah,
Volk. I didn't even think about it like that.
They really showed out against their opponents, and they put on a show, obviously, that we saw, and I really think they just got their confidence and their swagger back.
I agree. Bro, Diego is the best when he throws caution to the wind and he sits in that pocket and starts trading, and then his mullet's flying. Yeah. That's how he like has made a name for himself. Like when he's in that pocket and he's throwing, I mean, he eats shots, and then he'll give you one right back. Yeah,
Sugar can too.
Yeah, Sugar can too.
Like I don't think they've really been tested in the terms of how strong their jaw is.
Peter Yan threw something nasty on him, but he didn't drop him.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
And I told you the other day, I was like, I'm so thankful that we haven't seen Sugar like of course he lost some Rob twice. I mean, he won the first one, and then he was scratching his neck the second one. That wasn't a tap. Yeah. But he's never been beat Ilya beaten, face beaten, Sean O'Malley's face messed up. I'm so thankful that we've never seen that. I would probably cry.
No, yeah, and I'm hoping we don't see it because Sugar, the whole time he was having control time in the cage, he was pressing towards the Canadian. I forget his name.
Name is Zahabi.
Yes, Zahabi. Thank you. And
Ariel Hawani. Looking.
Yeah. But no, yeah, he looked like vintage Sugar.
He did. He looks so good. He looks so good. He also moves so Ilya will stand there with you and try to set something. Sugar's always a lateral movement, stick and move, and then waiting for the setup shot.
Yeah, that's what he did to Aljo too. That's great you mentioned that because he's really good. I guess I don't know if it's called the slip counter, but
yeah,
he's really good with, like you said, setting up the counter, and that's how he even got the belt in the first place too. And that's, like you said, the touch and go. He really did. He just looked like vintage Sugar.
I loved it. I cried. I mean, you saw my reaction over there.
We were all going crazy.
So good. All right, let's. Anything you want to say else about the White House?
I mean, just looking forward to the next event. Speaking of UFC, I guess moving into the next segment still, but Conor's return.
Connor's return. You won't lay a glove on me. You won't lay a glove on me. Dude, I'm so excited. Yeah, I am so excited. He made the sport.
Conor made I was going to say, call me a casual, but the only reason why I know UFC
is because of Conor McGregor. And half the people watching. You can say different, but
exactly. I mean, that's the only reason why I know the sport. I think the first time I really got into UFC was watching one of Conor's 100%. Fights.
Same here.
So, the fact is that he's been out of the game for 6 years, right? And this is where we're going to have I think the hard conversation.
I think 5.
Around that time.
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
But then he tried to come back against Michael Chandler. Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Tried to come back, and then he hurt his pinky or toe or something. And then I always told you I will never believe that Conor's going to come back unless I actually see him.
I still won't believe he'll be back unless I see him watching on the card that night in the octagon.
But apparently he's back and he's fighting Max Blessed Holloway. I think I mean, how did Max get this fight? Because he just lost.
Just lost to
Charles.
Yeah.
He remember when Charles dominated him for the big mouth?
No. Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, that's right. That whole
Yeah. So I don't know how Max got the fight.
Who do you think it should have been?
I would have loved to see Patty versus Charles.
Really?
I mean, Patty versus Conor. Excuse me. Yes. Patty versus Conor. I think would have. But Patty's already booked.
That's actually a really good.
But Patty's already booked for Benoit.
Exactly.
Dude, but oh my gosh, Patty versus Conor would have.
Well, I mean, there's history between Max and Conor too, so I guess
that's true. They did have a first fight when they were both children.
Exactly. So,
I honestly I give strong opinions about fights. I think this is going to go this way. No. I have no idea.
I love Max Holloway. He's really turned into a fan for his UFC 300 performance.
Fan favorite for sure.
I mean, against Gaethje too. So, I really he's a good man off cage, off screen, and then on screen in the cage. He's also a great fighter too, very entertaining to watch. I
mean, he's a role model.
Right. No, yeah, he's awesome. Conor, on the other hand, I would be lying to myself if I said I wasn't rooting for Conor.
Oh, I want Conor to slime him out.
Exactly.
No, I love Max, but it's the best thing that could happen for the sport.
100%.
It's that Conor is back. He gets on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised.
Surprise! Yeah. The king is back.
Yeah,
like that's the Conor we know and love.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a little bit of his interviews, podcasts, whatever they may be, and he's really like he was speaking on Ilya, I think it was, where he's like, you get into that dark place.
Yep.
Once you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go.
I saw that too.
I got to see it to believe it, obviously.
100%.
But
I'm excited. I think
I don't know.
I think he's gonna look way bigger than Max at 170 because apparently that's what they're fighting at. I don't know if that's confirmed, but that's what I've heard. 170. I mean, I think Conor. Before the Ilya Max fight, I was like, Max can't be knocked out.
No,
he can't be knocked out.
You want to know something funny?
What?
My mic wasn't on.
No, yeah, it is. It's green.
I just turned it on.
God,
I know, bro. I know.
And we're back. If our mics cut out, we apologize.
We don't know what the hell we're doing.
We don't know what we're doing. You can say hell. You can say hell.
We're trying to keep it family.
We're trying to keep it family friendly.
Shout out Nick.
You think you're the king?
I'm the king.
GG's, everybody. No, but we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing. But we're back. Last thing we were talking about was Conor Max.
Max has never been knocked out before he ran into Ilya, and the rest is history.
So, I mean, I think Conor could do it. I literally just I have no idea how he's going to look. He's going to look slow.
Again, I don't think Conor's going to knock him out. I don't know if I said that previously, but I don't think Conor will knock him out. Does Conor have the capability to knock him out? Yes, he does. But, again, Max Holloway does have a chin. Oh, sorry for that. And,
mute that.
I know. That's what I mean. But,
you're good.
No, I don't think I even know how to mute this. Call me a casual on my computer. That's crazy. I think that's when it's laying down then. But no, like I said, I think Conor can do it. I just don't know if he will be able to do it. Again, Max has been active. He hasn't been.
It's true,
and we've already talked about that as well too.
I hope he does, man. I hope he does.
Oh, there was actually one more thing I wanted to comment on the White House.
Okay, yeah. Let's go back. Yeah.
The Pereira fight.
Oh my gosh, what happened there?
Yeah. I'll just say first and foremost, again, I even congratulations to Cyril Gain as well too for stepping up. Cyril Gone,
whatever, it doesn't matter, Frenchman.
But exactly. Congratulations to him on his victory, and I just want to say congratulations to Alex for stepping up to the challenge.
For even trying.
3 belts. Unheard of.
It's a reason why it's never been done.
Exactly. And I just, personally, I don't think Alex was ready for the pressure and the fight. I just,
half the weight went in his butt.
Yeah, I mean, as we saw. Clearly.
Have you seen the clips of the back of the headshots and Alex's?
Yes, I saw that, and how they weren't saying anything about it. Again, not that I wasn't impressed with Alex. I don't think he could have really done anything different to turn that fight into
he got dropped by a jab.
Exactly.
He got dropped by the jab, and
that's what I was gonna say is I don't think he was prepared for that type of caliber of what he was at. When you're at that weight, even if you breathe on somebody, you can get stunned, depending on who it is. And so Pereira is what he is. He's a big man, obviously, but when you're fighting someone that's also on that type of caliber, if not better. It's kind of a welcome to the league moment.
100%. But I hope that Cyril Gane gets slimed out by Tom Aspinall.
Yeah,
because I mean I'm not a huge Gane guy. I mean he's had some things here and there like back of the headshots, eye pokes. I mean he's good. I'm not trying to take that away from him, but it would have been so sweet if Alex just freaking.
Oh yeah, I mean I would have wanted to see history as well too. Who wouldn't have? That's the thing.
Apparently he's going to stay at heavyweight, Alex.
He should. I mean, like I said, he just got exposed to it, really. So
Alex Josh Hokett? I love me Josh Hokett.
You do love Josh Hokett. No comment on Hokett.
All right, unless you got anything else to say, let's move on from UFC. And we're going to move into something called Call Me a Casual 101. Pretty much, this is some of our core beliefs that we stand on that, some people might call us a casual for. So I will go first. And what I have to say is, hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Off camera. Look
at this man right here.
Call me a casual 101. Here we go. Call me a casual 101. Adventure Time is the best Cartoon Network show of all time, and it isn't even close. It's not even remotely close. I'll go so far to say that the lore of Adventure Time, it's not better, that's not what I'm saying, but it can go up against anything in fiction. And I mean anything. I'm talking Game of Thrones, I'm talking Elden Ring. It can go up, like, I'm not saying it's better, I'm just saying the conversation could be had. It's a post-apocalyptic world. There's 4 elements that come together. There's a whole everything with Ice King, the vampires. It's one of the first shows that introduced the multiverse. I mean, Adventure Time, if you sit back and really dig deep in the lore, it is unreal. What do you think about that? What do you think about my Adventure Time? You know I love Adventure Time.
I know you do, obviously.
It's my favorite TV show of all time.
In terms of it being the Cartoon Network GOAT,
it is.
I wouldn't.
It's undisputed.
I wouldn't necessarily say that's a casual take, in my opinion. Nothing really comes to mind that could be up there with Cartoon Network.
A lot of people say,
if you want to count Clone Wars, that's a different conversation.
Is Clone Wars Cartoon Network?
Technically speaking, I know I was sitting there for a fact every Saturday watching Clone Wars with my bowl of cereal.
Clone Wars is good. Clone Wars is good, but
I don't know if that's straight. I don't know. That may be something else. That could be total casual take.
I have no idea.
Clone Wars, me personally, Gumball as well too.
Oh, let's get out of here. But, no, you're tripping on Gumball.
You know,
you're tripping on Gumball.
Gumball, that's a staple in a lot of people's childhoods as well too.
No,
I mean,
Gumball cannot go bar for bar with Adventure Time.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like in terms of like lore, you know, the whole story of it, obviously not. But for the comedic relief, absolutely, 100%.
That's fine. That's fair.
But I think it's crazy to where that one little statement to where the lore can match up with anything.
It can. You have no idea. I'm telling you, people in the comments are gonna back me up. Adventure Time fans,
I'm sure they will.
Adventure Time fans unite. Like the lore is unreal. It's a post-apocalyptic world, with the mushroom bomb, and when you get into Princess Bubblegum's backstory, you start to realize that like she's an actual villain. Like spoilers, but dude, it's so good. Of course, it's a kid show. There's throwaway episodes. Season 1, there's nothing except for like the last episode. But dude, once you get into it. I mean, the deer episode where the deer takes off his hooves and it has fingers like that. I mean, it's just, I could be blinded by nostalgia, but even that being said, I will stand 10 toes down that Adventure Time lore can go up. Dude, it's unreal. It's good. You can tell like Adventure Time's my guy.
Obviously, no, yeah. And I'm not going to discredit it. That's your take. And, you know, that's awesome.
There you go. Let's hear
So for me,
you're Call Me a Casual 101.
Casual 101 lesson today. I'm going to say, first and foremost, shout out my GOAT. Tears of the Kingdom in the Legend of Zelda franchise is a top 3 Zelda game of all time, even better than Breath of the Wild. Wow, that's so crazy.
Wow.
I already know. Again, I have 3 points here that I want to make for why. Personally, I'll just start off by saying that Tears of the Kingdom is honestly my favorite Zelda game that I have ever played. I played a lot of them, not all of them. I know casual, sorry, but out of the ones that I have played, it is my favorite. First and foremost, the Ultra Hand and Ascend mechanic in that game, it's one of, if not the best in the entire series. Basically, just to give you a premise of it, Ultra Hand is where you can take anything and move it, and you can sort of assemble like pieces with it. You move objects with it. It's really, the creative freedom there is really, really good. Ascend is where you can basically, like, if the ceiling right here, if I activate the ability, I can go straight through it, and I'm on the 2nd floor.
Okay.
So those 2 mechanics are really awesome, and I think they really added to my experience in like, oh, I can't figure this out, but what if I just, went through the ceiling real quick? And even some of the puzzles encouraged it as well too, to emphasize that mechanic. The Ultra Hand to use everything with it too. All the mechanics in the game are amazing, even the time reversal, and like I said, they're just all great. It was really well done, and I think that's why it plays a part into being my favorite, because, like I said, the creative freedom and the liberty you can do with it, it's really there. My second point that I want to make, and this is where the heat is really going to come in, is that it makes its predecessor, Breath of the Wild, a staple in gaming history. And I'm talking a staple. It is a blueprint. It is the blueprint for modern open world games today. Your favorite open world game today that comes out, it is inspired from Breath of the Wild. Don't care, argue with the wall.
Does it feel empty?
No.
I've never played it, obviously.
No. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are two of the open world games I feel that have the most like substance packed into them. It's called a sandbox.
Right. Yeah.
You know, basically you just go, you get where you can go or where you see you can pretty much go to, and you know there's stuff that the adventure is all about it. That's the whole thing. Recent inspiration, Crimson Desert, that just came out. You know, doesn't really focus necessarily on the narrative too much, although the stories in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are great in my opinion. The real adventure and the real gameplay to be had is just you playing the game.
It's the sandbox.
And that's how I think it should be.
Okay.
But like I said, Breath of the Wild, for what it was and for the time that it came out, I'm not discrediting it at all. It's just when you, and I did this personally, I've put a stupid amount of hours into Breath of the Wild. And you know this too. Yeah. I've put damn near over 500 hours into both games. After I played Tears of the Kingdom, you know, cried my eyes out. It was great. Went back and played Breath of the Wild, and I was like, man, this game just feels boring.
Oh, so you went back and...
No, I played Breath of the Wild first, obviously. Right. But then I played Tears of the Kingdom, and then I was like, man, I'm still, you know, feeling the Zelda itch. I want to go back and play Breath of the Wild just to see how,
okay.
You know,
Yeah.
And I went back and played it. I did all the memories in chronological order. That's just what I got enough shrines to get the Master Sword. I was just, you know... and again, like I said, I'm not speedrunning it because I've already put 500 hours into the game. I've even got the outfit for doing all the shrines. So call me a casual on that. But, you know, like I said, I just went back and I was like, this game is boring to play. The only thing that I missed in Breath of the Wild compared to Tears of the Kingdom was that I had infinite bombs. And that's one of the abilities.
Yeah.
And again, that's another reason why I said that the abilities in Tears of the Kingdom are better and just, you know, more creative, because in Breath of the Wild you have something like the Ultra Hand, but it's only for metal objects. And so, again, when I went back, I was like, this is boring. I still loved it, obviously, but you know, people online, and I'm sure we're going to see it too, are going to sit here and tell me to my face that Breath of the Wild is way better than Tears.
Really?
Tears was a shit sequel.
Really?
It was god awful. It was just copy and paste, which is not true. Which is just not true, in my opinion. But I digress.
Really?
And my final point that I'll say on this topic is that the story compared to Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, I think the story is better in Tears and it hits way harder than it did in Breath of the Wild. Which, again, people are probably going to say, you are such a freaking casual.
Yeah. Well, that's the name of the podcast.
And that's why we're here today.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
So, you know, the whole instance of what Zelda had to do when she went back in time and how it sets up what Link is doing in the present, and the whole, you know, in my opinion, it's the best Master Sword pull in the whole series, too. Even better than Ocarina of Times, even better than Twilight Princesses. Just the way you get it and how, you know, the story behind how you get it as well, too. It's my favorite.
Okay, Young E. Take some swings.
So that's the take in the hill I'm always going to die on.
I love it.
Again, all I've seen online is just when I'm, you know, like, oh, especially when it was coming out too.
Mm-hmm.
It was still a massive hit. It's one of Zelda's highest rated games of all time, critically acclaimed as well too. So, but people still say, "Nah, it's just not the same." And I think blinded by nostalgia really takes it to stuff these days.
100%.
And so, again, not discrediting any of the other games, but people would call me crazy for saying that's the top 3 game in the series.
Or they might call you a casual. By the way,
wait, say that again.
Are you still green?
Yeah.
Okay, bad. Yeah. Beautiful. Anything else you want to add for your Call Me a Casual 101?
That's all I got for today on that topic.
I think that was beautiful. If you guys like that, let us know. We can always bring it back. If you guys hated it, we will never do it again.
Yes, please comment what, you know, even comment what topics you guys want to see more.
Yep.
You know, what what we should be doing more.
Just anything.
You guys want to know.
We work for you. Like, we work for you guys. Like, anything you guys want to see, we will do. We're going to move on here to a new segment. I guess, I mean, everything's new. But the next segment, I should say, is going to be called The Casual Corner. Okay? The Casual Corner is pretty much anything that we have watched, played, experienced, anything that we want to shed light on. Okay. So for this segment, for this day, for the day that we live in, I am so appreciative that my good beloved friend Ethan has finally watched Daredevil. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps right now. He finally watched Daredevil. I remember I've been talking about Daredevil the longest time, and it breaks my heart. The first time he got introduced to Daredevil was in She-Hulk. We were watching She-Hulk together, and Daredevil pops up, and this is a reenactment of what he did. He looked at me. He went like this. That's your goat, bro. That's your goat. But he finally sat down and he watched Daredevil. He watched all of the Netflix, and we just finished last night Born Again Season 1. So he has not started Born Again Season 2. So please be good human beings, and please do not say any spoilers. We would really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. But Ethan, I just want you to just sit here for a second and talk about Daredevil. I will, of course, interject. I will add my own thoughts, but this is, when you were first starting it in the Netflix season, I about shed a tear a couple of episodes because the dialogue is so good. It means something to me. It means something to me. So I just want you to sit here and talk about Daredevil for a little bit.
I'll like I said, my first exposure really to the character was through She-Hulk, which is probably a bad taste and
it's the worst.
Yeah, no, it's
with that mustard suit.
Yeah, and like I said, I was just like, okay, whatever. And shout out Marvel Rivals. He's really where I got the exposure to Daredevil when he got added into the game. Didn't really play him at first, and just because I was like, okay, he's not really my style. But I'm coming back. I normally play dive. I'm DPS main, and here come the comments already. But flex player, by the way. Peak Celestial one. But anyways, no, and that's where I was like, okay, I'm gonna give him another try. And obviously watching the show at the same time, I was like, damn, this character has some he's actually pretty cool.
So sick.
When I was first watching the Netflix series, I had low expectations, not because I thought it was bad, but it's just it's Marvel pre-Infinity War Endgame is like the Marvel I know and love. And that's what I really hold dear to me. I mean, I still keep up with it, obviously, from time to time.
Of course.
But that's where I'm like, I don't think, and I didn't realize it was made in, 2015?
I think Daredevil came out in, I can look it up, actually. Keep talking, I'll look it up.
And I was like, okay, I don't know if this is going to be better than, what I've experienced. I'm not expecting too much. That first season,
dude,
was phenomenal. And I would mention to you constantly the dialogue, the conversations they're having. It was episode 2 or 3 where you really see Matt Murdock in his vigilante suit, with the black mask, and go into the harbor.
You were correct, by the way, as you usually are. 2015,
yeah. So, that whole scene, and that's another thing I wanted to speak on too. The shots in that show,
so good.
The one-shot cinematography of the hallway scene. It was like
when he's saving the kid.
He
throws a microwave.
Throws the microwave going door to door, pretty much. It was just unreal.
Dude, I about cried.
Yeah, no, I was sitting there you saw me. I was like, holy, I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah.
What I really got captivated by was that I didn't feel like I was bored watching it because the dialogue was that good and the writing is that good. And going back to the one shots, even in season 2 with the whole staircase scene when he's going down, and when him and Punisher were just talking on the rooftop, and then they start fighting their way down. Oh my gosh!
What do you do, Red? Yeah. Let me tell you something, Red.
Let me tell you something.
Dude, yeah. So good, so good.
Yeah, that it really is just that good, and it felt like that's the Marvel that I've been missing in the modern age. And the characters, all great too. All great actors for Foggy, Karen, Matt, Frank Castle not Frank Castle, John Bernthal as Frank Castle. And I forget his name. I think it's Vincent something as Kingpin.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Vincent as Kingpin. Kingpin is phenomenal villain. I did recognize Kingpin obviously prior to Daredevil because Spider-Man was my favorite superhero. But is still, but until Daredevil.
Oh!
But like I knew who he was obviously, and I was like, okay, I know the premise of Kingpin, I know what he's about, and they really, hit the nail on the head with Kingpin.
Do you wish he was a little bit bigger?
I mean, yeah, he shouldn't be ridiculously big, like how he is in Across the Spider-Verse. So
or Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse. But for how he is, I mean, you can't really find anybody else. No, he's perfect. Like that. So yeah,
when I was a boy.
Yeah,
so
but
now.
Yeah. But no, they really hit the nail on the head with him. And Charlie Cox is Daredevil. He
is.
I love that man prior to Daredevil because obviously of Expedition 33.
That's right. You're big. Yes.
And his performance, as Gustav in that was impeccable.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm like, that's the Daredevil guy. And I'm like, he can actually voice act pretty good. So I liked him prior to this, and I love him even more now. So
he's so good. He's one of the best casted. I always say that the best written Marvel characters, and you can put this in any order. I don't care what order you put it in. I'm not arguing that. It's Charlie Cox as Daredevil. Yep. It's Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Yep. And it's Tom Hiddleston as Loki. I
don't think that's crazy to say.
I think those are the best written.
I'd maybe throw
MCU. I'm talking about MCU. Obviously,
I'd maybe throw Chris Evans, Captain America.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Over Loki, maybe, but Loki is Tom.
Yeah, but
Tom Hiddleston is Loki.
His glorious purpose at the end of Loki season 2.
I'm not going to deny that at all. And I even told you that too. I'm like, Charlie Cox's Daredevil is a top 3.
He's so good. The way he looks around.
And that's the thing too, and that's why I started to get more involved because even in Rivals they pay homage and like you said they do their homework to make the character almost as accurate as possible. They have their own lore and they have their own interpretation of the character obviously, but they pay homage to.
I remember you were telling me because I played Rivals, but I haven't played in a while.
Right.
Skill issue.
No, for good measure. Yeah. It's like a bad addiction.
Yeah, but you were telling me all these things, especially when I made you watch the Defenders, because you have to watch Defenders to understand what happened in the beginning of season 3.
Season 3 yeah.
And then you were like, wait. And when you were talking about Iron Fist and then the whole, I was like, wow, Rivals actually does its homework and it's really good about it.
No, they do. They do.
Yeah, but walk forward, right? Can't get healed, it's gonna get a tap, right? Yeah, that's what I hear you say from your room.
Screaming on my freaking callouts. But
bro, I can't wait for people to be like, this guy plays Rivals season, and then you flex like your what was your Elsa rank that at one point?
I was top 10 Elsa.
Dude, I cannot wait for people in the comments.
I was top 10 Elsa. When she first came out, I was top 10 Elsa on PlayStation. I don't know about globally or anything or compared to PC, but on PlayStation I was top 10 Elsa. And that's my guy. That's my roommate. There is photographic evidence of me at least top 30. I don't know if I have photographic evidence of me being top 10. I do know that I was top 10 though when I checked it. And I think that was the highest I peaked Celestial 1. Only Celestial? But I think I peaked Celestial 1 last season. But when Elsa came out, that's the highest I've been too. So
yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for people to attack you in Marvel Rivals and then you back it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
Anything else you want to say about Daredevil, and or do you want me to say something that I've written?
No, I was just gonna say, I guess the last thing that I really enjoyed too is that even after the Netflix series too, I'd have read some of the Daredevil.
That's right. You did read some comics.
I've currently completed the Man Without Fear, the 1993 series, and one of my favorite moments too is when I was first reading it and they just added a vigilante suit for Matt in Rivals. And I was like, and I was kind of saying first, I'm like, I kind of wish he looked like the Netflix a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know where the hoodie is from. And he's got freaking, the Jordans on, the Jordan 1s or whatever.
Whack shoes.
Yeah. But reading that comic series, which is also a great comic series too, it's not anything too long, but for the writing and the duration of it, I will say that series, Daredevil comics so far, because I've read Man Without Fear and I just finished Daredevil Yellow too, which I'm trying to do a chronological order of it. I'm currently on the Daredevil main issue, I'm on issue 159 right now. Okay. I'm doing the Frank Miller's run. That's what they call it.
Okay.
That's when they got a different writer. Now he's just the artist, but that's I think in a couple issues after the one I'm at, that's where he really starts to take over.
Really?
But and that's like the main like Daredevil that people know too for his comic origins at least. But back to what I was saying, like with the inspiration and how like they just get it right. You know, when I first see him put on the vigilante, it's that mask. He has the black hoodie on. He has the freaking Jordan ones, and he has the Billy clubs. And I'm like, oh shit! And
that's where it's from.
And they even have a spray, which is an exact comic panel of when he's going down to this harbor. It's kind of the same thing like Netflix. Netflix season 1 is another thing too. Netflix season 1 is like all inspired from that comic series. So it's like it's cool to see how good they tie it in. That's one thing that Marvel will always do really well is tie in their source material.
Yeah.
In one way or another.
Right.
So
look at you, man. I'm so appreciative that you sat down and watched it with me. Like oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Like,
so
I didn't know I needed that character because like he's honestly, and this is probably way casual because I don't have that much comic knowledge either. But
I mean, I can't.
Me, from my experience with Marvel superheroes, he's already like top 3 best written for me.
I mean, I can't read, so I can't read. So where would you rank the seasons? I'll go first. I'm gonna go season 3 of Netflix. Then I'll go season 1, and then I'll go season 2, and then I'll go Born Again season 2. Then I'll go Born Again season 1. Obviously, you haven't seen Born Again season 2, right? So just rank it without that.
The only thing I would change is
2.
Season 2 is 2, and season 1 is 3.
I'm glad you said that because I want to talk a little bit about season 2 of Netflix. You like Elektra.
I do.
I don't love Elektra.
Yeah, see, and I understand that. I liked Elektra. I guess I don't necessarily. Well, I mean, I do like the character, but understand why you wouldn't like her.
Yeah.
I'll just say to defend my point first is that the way they had Murdoch in that season for season 2 is that he's really trying to get something going with Karen and really trying to like set in stone something with Karen the whole season. But guess who comes crawling back?
You'd love that like love triangle.
I mean, again, I don't like love triangles that much as someone who watches a shit ton of romance anime, but like I don't necessarily like them too much. But one thing that Marvel knows how to do again is make a freaking love triangle. Same thing with freaking Scott, Emma, and Jean, and Wolf too. Wolf even thrown into the mix. They know how to do that so well.
Some Black Cat, Spidey,
exactly.
MJ. Yeah.
Fun fact: in the issue I'm reading right now, Black Widow is even in it, and like Black Widow has a thing with
what?
Yeah, no, I didn't even know that too. It's something
sick.
prior, but I don't know if it's anything like major. But Black Widow is in it.
That's sick.
And it's Natasha.
That's sick.
But no, what I was trying to say though is that like the whole thing with I loved it because they did it right with how Daredevil, and again, he's a morally challenging character to where, he falls he has a veil of right and wrong, obviously, as we see. And, Elektra always coming back and like he hates it. He says he hates it and that he never wants to see it again, but what is he doing? Pulling up with Elektra the next night to do some job or whatever. The whole scene where they went into what was it? It was the Yakuza, I think, where they're trying to get the document.
Yeah.
And like they show up to the whole ball or whatnot. I love that.
Yeah, I just feel like Matt Murdock's character, like Daredevil's character, it's so important that he suppresses that. Like obviously we love it when he's Daredevil. Right. It's so important that he suppresses that devil in him, that rage. And I just feel like Elektra is not good for him because like she pulls it out of him and she knows the real Matt Murdock, because Daredevil's the real person and Matt Murdock is the facade. Mm-hmm. Like Matt Murdock doesn't need to be blindly looking for things. He doesn't need to be doing this with the cane. Like he sees a world on fire. He doesn't need to be doing any of that. I just felt with Elektra in the hand, I just kind of felt like it was going in circles and it was repetitive. But like I'm not saying that season 2. I'm not saying that season 2 is bad.
Right.
It's all amazing. I'm just saying it's kind of my least favorite. And then I hate Defenders. When Stick died in Defenders, I'm like, dude, that Defenders was a Daredevil subplot. It wasn't Defenders. It was Daredevil season 2.5.
Yeah.
Like don't put important stuff in Defenders.
Right.
If you want Elektra kill Stick.
Don't make it homework.
Yeah, exactly. It really rubbed me the wrong way when that happened. And just put it in a Netflix put it in the end of season 2, or make like a half or special preview or something, and make it a Daredevil thing. I don't know. I just kind of remember. And then when Elektra died, but she didn't die, and she's back, and then she did, and then the Black Sky. And then it was just like,
again, I understand that. The only thing I really thought was repetitive was the Nobu.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
But I'm pretty sure, again, my comic knowledge really isn't there. I think it has to do something with like why they wanted Elektra in the first place.
Yeah, but my argument is, even if it is comic accurate, I still don't like it.
Yeah,
like, I still don't care.
And you can have that too. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's, I'm not saying, oh well, if it's comic accurate, you can't like it.
And we're back once again. We
still don't know what the hell we're doing.
But we're here. We're here because of you guys. So just gonna jump right back into it. Like nothing ever happened. To wrap up the Daredevil conversation, I want to ask you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the Netflix season 1, 2, and 3 would be better if it had CGI, like Born Again? Or do you think that would take away from the genuine feeling of the series and just like the groundedness?
I don't know. That's actually a good question. I think it would. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's some times where it's like the choreography is kind of like,
yeah, and like you hear that loud like hit sound. It's like,
yeah. I mean, they had to work with what they were working with
for
at the time.
For sure.
But I don't know. I don't think CGI would add any benefit to it.
You don't think it would have been better if you would have seen Daredevil?
But like, imagine you add it and it looks terrible.
That's true.
So
that's true.
Again, I think it's good for how it is. I think it keeps the grounded feeling, the realistic feeling of it. Like I said, I only think the choreography could have maybe be a little bit better in some parts, to where it's like you can tell they're like waiting for them to do something,
correct,
like waiting for the other person to do something,
correct.
But again, that's just how live action is. And don't get me wrong, the CGI scenes in Born Again, from what I've seen so far, like even the beginning and
episode 1, the first like
stuff, it's great. It looks good. But I don't think they would really hit the nail on the head with CGI in the Netflix show. I don't think it would add any benefit.
See, the reason why I brought it up, because I actually, for the rare moments in my life, I actually don't have a take, and I don't know what I think.
Yeah,
I think like the CGI would be awesome if he had CGI in like season 3,
right?
Or like Bullseye had some like crazy CGI.
Yeah,
it would be cool, but I think it would take away some of the genuine just grittiness and I don't know. So that's the reason why I wanted to bring it up, because I don't have a take. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, and that's okay too, because like I said, I wouldn't have minded either. But for me, it would had to have been good.
100%.
If it was just you can tell like what intern made this.
Then fire that intern.
Yeah, that where I've been like, okay, that just kind of ruins it.
Yeah.
So
I'm
glad they did it the way they did.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about Daredevil. You have anything else to add? Are you good?
No more. I'm excited.
All right. Daredevil,
I'm excited to watch season 2 of Born Again.
Yep, and we will probably update you guys when he does watch it. Right, before we move on, I want to say Daredevil is my favorite superhero. It was Spider-Man for the longest time. Then I watched Daredevil, and it's Daredevil. Daredevil is my favorite superhero, and I just love him.
I mean, my favorite Spider-Man is Garfield.
Yeah. But, okay. You hear that?
Yeah. No, and that's ball knowledge. That's not casual too. But I don't know. Daredevil really is.
He's goated.
It may be recency bias, but I don't know.
He's goated.
He's goated.
All right, we're moving on. Next segment is going to be called Ball Knowledge or Casual. This is pretty much like our hot takes segment. I'm going to say something, and you are going to tell me if that's ball knowledge or if that's a casual take. Okay, I'm going to start it off. I'm going to rip it straight down the seam. And I'm so glad you wore that shirt, my friend. Before we get into this, I just want to say that we have no idea what we're going to say. I don't know what he's going to say. He doesn't know what I'm going to say.
Nothing.
So here we go. Cuphead is the best indie game of all time, and it's even better than Hollow Knight.
That's so casual.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Cuphead is the best indie game of all time.
Ripker Expedition 33.
Is that indie?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Is that indie?
Yeah, that's casual. Cuphead is top 5.
It's hand-drawn animation. People said it's hand-drawn animation the entire time.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's better than Hollow Knight. What do you think about that?
No.
Yes.
Hollow Knight, maybe. Silksong, hell no.
Is Silksong better than Hollow Knight?
I would put Silksong above Hollow Knight.
Okay, well, to be fair, I didn't know Expedition 33 was indie.
Yeah, no.
Or Baldur's Gate 3 is not indie.
Yes, it is. Look it up. I guarantee you, it is. Larian Studios is an independent studios. They are not a AAA studio. Baldur's Gate 3 is the greatest indie game of all time, and arguably the greatest game of all time.
The greatest game of all time?
Easy.
Bro.
Easy. Easy. That is not a casual take. You will find that out soon in the comments.
Bro.
That is not a casual take.
I'm typing with one hand here. Pause. While it is technically an indie game in the literal sense, because it's self-financed or self-published without a
what does
major...
that mean? Independent. Indie stands for independent.
It operates with the budget, scale, and workforce of a major AAA studio.
Yeah, because it's that good.
All right, whatever. That was a fail. Whatever.
Casual, but it's okay. What did I just say? Cuphead. I will give
Capcom.
Yeah, I mixed like Cuphead, Silksong, and Capcom all into 3. I don't know what I just said, but Cuphead, I'll give it top 5.
What's better? It's top 3.
The ones I just named.
Yeah. Okay. So you got Expedition. You got Baldur's Gate. You got Expedition 33. Then you go Hollow Knight.
Hades too. Hades as well too. Clears. I totally forgot about that. Clears. That's so casual.
All right.
That's so.
All right. Whatever. You go. All knowledge. What you got?
All knowledge of casual. The Dune franchise is the blueprint for every major franchise that is popular today.
Ball knowledge.
Star Wars, Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Ball knowledge. Your favorite project. It is the blueprint. It is what came first.
Ball knowledge.
It is not. It's not the most popular. Recently,
ball knowledge. Ball knowledge. Put that microphone in your other hand for me, real quick, and dab me up. Come on, and dab me up.
That's even from watching it too. And again,
ball knowledge.
The first book was written in like I want to say the 60s. I could be wrong.
Keep talking.
Nah, it's from my favorite pieces of fiction. Like Star Wars, like Game of Thrones, and even Attack on Titan as well, too.
Okay.
The blueprint of the characters they have, the plot
good.
And what the eventual story and what it leads to. It is the blueprint.
I knowledge. Say it's
the blueprint.
Ball knowledge.
For
we saw Dune 2 6 times in theaters.
Something ridiculous like
it's
that.
my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
Dune 2 is so good. It makes Dune 1 so much better. I mean, after seeing Dune 1 was like cool, and then when we saw Dune 2, it just made Dune 1 so much better. And then we actually learned the whole court case that Frank Herbert and George Lucas. I mean, it's just Dune.
They almost got sued.
Dude,
for it.
I think that is 100% ball knowledge. I cannot wait for what the public has to say about that.
Yeah,
that's ball knowledge.
Like I said, it's definitely not the most popular by any means, but
it's
now
so
in
good.
recent days, it's starting to get to where it is. It's just, again, this is going to be another hot take as well too, and it probably is, but I don't think it is. If Dune had the success like George Lucas had with Star Wars, like let's just say George Lucas makes Dune instead of Star Wars, nobody would know Star Wars today, and it would all be Dune.
I agree. Dune is one of my favorite. Dude, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. Ball knowledge, great take. I love it. Okay, my second. I cannot wait to say this. Megan Fox is overrated in Transformers and is only perceived as that hot because we were all growing up and hitting puberty at the same time. I take Scarlett Johansson in Iron Man 2 over her, and get ready for this. I take Charlie D'Amelio. It's hotter than Megan Fox in Transformers. She's not that hot. We were all just growing up and hitting puberty, and we were like, oh my gosh, what is this?
Okay, look,
ball knowledge or casual?
This is what I'm gonna say. The last statement is casual, probably. Although I love Charlie as well.
Come on.
You're wrong. I mean, you know that too. But that's ball knowledge because
let's go.
That's ball knowledge because I think, grant you, Megan Fox in her prime, but a little bit overrated in my opinion.
Yes.
I would take.
Yes.
And this is probably casual too. I would take Madison Beer and modern over Megan Fox.
Yes, Madison Beer is,
like you said, Scarlett Johansson. In Iron Man 2. Ooh wee, yeah. Ooh wee,
bro.
I would agree with.
I'm glad you said Madison Beer because Madison Beer is. I think it looks much cooler on me.
Yes,
100%. Completely agree.
I say that's ball knowledge.
It's Homelander and Soldier Boy on the upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
You're just a cheap knockoff. 100%. I agree. All right, what's your second? the last one, we have a ball knowledge or casual. What do you got for me?
All right. This, I don't know. I don't really know if you can categorize this, but this is just what I said. Stellar Blade should have been nominated for Game of the Year at the 2024 Game of the Year Awards. It wasn't, in case you didn't know, and is leagues better than what the hot topic was of that year, Black Myth Wukong.
You are a Black Myth Wukong hater.
D1 right here, you're going to hear
You are a hater.
You are ball knowledge or casual?
I never.
Let me just tell you who's getting the sequel and who's not so far.
That's not true. They have a game.
No, they don't.
Yeah, Black Myth. Yeah.
They're coming out with a second one, but it's not Black Myth.
It's not.
No. Okay, you're technically right.
Okay,
right.
I never played.
It's not Wukong. It's something else.
I never played Stellar Blade, so I can't really speak on it. But I will say, while I'm not over here like Shroud, this game's generation. This game is generation. I'm not doing that. But that game is good.
Yeah.
You hate on it so hard.
Okay, look, first off, yes, I didn't finish it, obviously, just because, but you know me, I finish the most mundane things possible.
Yes.
And
no, you're a game finisher.
Of course. Yeah. And so it takes a lot for me to not finish a game. But this is where I'm really going to get into why I think it's better. Because, one, for obvious reasons. Two, the combat compared to when I'm playing a hack and slash game like that, the combat compared to Stellar Blade and Black Myth Wukong felt so clunky, casual. It just felt so stiff, casual.
I disagree.
I disagree. Yes, you have your insane skill tree and whatnot. Skill tree in Stellar Blade is better.
Yeah, but the perfect dodge is so good in Wukong.
Perfect dodge is better in Stellar Blade.
I never played
it. The parry is way better in Stellar Blade than Black Myth Wukong.
Well, it didn't really have a parry unless you had the stone monkey.
I mean, that's a mechanic issue.
I think it could.
I'm not going to compare a story. Like I said, I didn't finish it. I wouldn't. The story in Stellar Blade is good. It takes a lot of inspiration from Nier Automata, which is also one of my favorites too. And
Stellar Blade's a gooner game. How about that?
Of course, obviously, that's why we play it, and nobody else is going to try to deny it too. But and that's the reason. That's the only reason why I wasn't nominated is because we have a sexy, good-looking female lead in this game. Can't put it in, and that's why I got hate because everyone says, "Oh, it's a gooner game."
So what won? Do you know?
Astrobot that year.
Oh, that's fair. Astrobot's the GOAT.
Yeah, Astrobot won that year. But everybody was pissed off that Black Myth Wukong didn't win, which I didn't think it was going to win. No. Because if Astrobot didn't win, guess what else is going to win that year? And it has never been done before in history.
What?
Elden Ring, Shadow of the Earth.
Oh, the DLC.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
First time a DLC has ever been nominated for Game of the Year. Other than maybe the Witcher's one. I don't know if it was, but
as it should. Shadow of the Earth Tree is fantastic.
Exactly. I mean, it's Elden Ring too.
Well, back to the topic. I wouldn't.
Ball knowledge or casual?
Casual. No? Casual. You hate on Wukong too much.
I do. No, I mean, I guess I hate. I'm not discrediting the success Wukong has. It set a record for most purchased.
Listen,
most copies sold in a
but
month
it shouldn't have made that record. I'm not like I said, I'm not Shroud. This game's generational. It shouldn't, but that game is good.
No, it's again, I'm not discrediting that it's good. I should probably say more. It's just not my fancy, and I didn't like it.
Okay, fair.
But what really turns me off from it is when a community thinks they have something so set in stone, and even the same community I'm about to mention too does it bad often as well. When people are sitting here telling me it's like, oh, Elden Ring who when this game came out, I'm like, are you dumb?
Yeah.
Are you dumb?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Elden Ring who? This game's already way better than Elden Ring. Like, why are you gonna have to automatically compare it to something? First off, and when we were playing it too, I'm not gonna lie here. The screen tearing and the lag and the frame rates on it, it was bad.
It was bad. No, I won't argue about that. It was bad.
Like, again, I'm not discrediting the launch. It had an amazing launch apparently, but I did play a good bit of it. Don't get me wrong.
No, I know. I know exactly.
This is not for me.
I know exactly where you stopped.
And again, as someone whose favorite hack and slash games are Devil May Cry.
Yeah, but is Wukong a hack and slash?
I would consider it a hack and slash.
I don't think it is.
It's that or an RPG, but it has hack and slash elements to it. It's a very action-oriented game.
It's a Souls-like.
It has Souls-like mechanics, but I wouldn't say it's hack and slash, but I don't know. For action-oriented games, I mean,
Yeah, but
I think Stellar Blade won the action category.
Yeah, but
should have.
doesn't Stellar Blade
is almost similar to a Souls-like 2.
No,
but
doesn't it play more like a Final Fantasy?
No, it's more. I mean, I guess it could the newer ones, but like that's more. I would say probably Devil May Cry. Honestly,
Okay.
Not full blown hack and slash, but I mean, it takes inspiration. There's a move in Stellar Blade that's kind of ripped from Devil May Cry, the Judgment Cut.
I will say when you were like, I'm done with this game, the part you stopped
was probably like the best.
No, the worst.
Was it?
Yeah, in the jail, when you're in the jail and you're running.
Yes,
yeah, that part sucks. That's like the worst part of the game. So when you were like, I'm done with it, I was like, that part's garbage. That part's not good.
And cool boss designs. I mean, I know it's already based off, I think it's Chinese mythology.
It's whatever, yeah.
It's the story of Wukong, and the bosses were cool. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another shot one day.
You won't.
I probably won't.
I
just thought, you want to talk about overglazed? That game is overglazed to the
100%. I agree, but two things can be true.
I'm not saying it's bad though.
No, two things can be true. It can be overglazed, and it can still be really good. I really enjoy that game,
no.
But I say casual, but I haven't played Stellar Blade, so
right.
I don't know. But
and again, I'm not saying Stellar Blade is like one of the greatest games I've ever played. It was I give it like a solid 8 out of 10 experience. You know what I'm saying? The story could have been better in some aspects. It got repetitive in some cases. The bosses were really great, and the combat was really great. And obviously, the main character.
Didn't they come out around the same time?
I mean, same year.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was same time.
Well, it was like
Stellar Blade
months.
was earlier. So I was like, let me check this out.
Okay.
This is awesome. And then Wukong came out later that year.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well, that's all I got for Ball Knowledge or Casual.
that's all I got.
Yeah. I actually really like that segment.
No, I did too.
I think we should continue it. If you guys like it, let us know. If you hate it,
please.
We'll never do it again.
Exactly.
All right, we're almost done here. Let's just do real quick the most anticipated projects of 2026. I think I know what you're going to say.
I mean, I know what you're going to say, too.
So let's just say it on 3. So 3, 2, 1, Dune.
GTA 6. Well, okay, Dune for movies. Yeah, Dune. We don't know each other, obviously, as well as we thought we did. But
I'm talking anything.
Well, in anything, yeah, I mean, Dune. I'd say Dune.
Over GTA 6?
Well, I mean, GTA 6. We haven't had a GTA game since I was in middle school.
Okay, one can exist. Dune Messiah, Dune Part 3. It's not even called Messiah. Dune Part 3 or GTA 6. I'm taking Dune.
Dude, I love Dune so much. I'd probably take Dune too.
I'm taking Dune.
Dune, yeah, I'd take Dune as well. But because that's what I literally was gonna say. I was like, for games, GTA 6. For
movies, Dune. I completely
obviously.
agree.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. But
yeah, I mean, like I said, Dune or GTA 6 for games.
Dune for movie.
Dune for movies.
Okay, let's do TV show.
TV show.
Let's say it on 3. 3, 2, 1. X-Men 97.
97 season 2.
There you go.
Yeah, I forgot that was. God, that's like real soon too.
Real soon.
I was like TV shows, but no, yeah, X-Men 97 season 2. I'm so excited to look. X-Men 97 season 1 is fantastic. I think that's also one of Marvel's best projects out currently, and that they've made in general.
Ever.
I think that's their best TV show.
You could make an argument,
but
you could make an argument.
I think it's already one of their best TV shows they've made.
100%. 100%.
I would argue that.
Give me She-Hulk. Give me I Am Groot miniseries.
Yeah, shout out the goats for She-Hulk.
All right, last thing we're gonna do here is I'm actually really excited about this. This one's going to be heartfelt. So just one project, movie, TV show, video game, one project that we would love for the other person
this is
to
so
consume.
funny just because of what we were talking about too. But
so one project we would love for the other person to consume. I could do an easy answer here. Something really easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you probably know what it is. Something that I would like you to play.
Yeah, what would it be?
So this is just a bonus take. This is my actual take. What I would love for you to finish.
I know that's the one that got away.
God of War Ragnarok. I'd love you to finish God of War. Well, to be fair, you're like
that's like the only stain on my career that I have.
Well, some would say Wukong.
Wow.
But you,
that ain't.
But you're right there. To be fair, the reason why I'm not too mad at it is because you're right there and you saw me play the last little bit. But I would love.
I shouldn't have done that.
It's okay. But here's my real take, dude.
you would love Little Nightmares 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
Because
no,
we just
talked
played
about this.
Reanimal.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I loved it.
I think Little Nightmares 2 is way better. Little Nightmares 2 is so
That's
good.
What people say.
Little Nightmares 2 is so good to the point where there's a whole subsection on the corners of the internet, aka Reddit, where people are arguing back and forth over Little Nightmares 2 about the story. I'm not going to get into spoilers because I still want you to play it, but dude, I would love for you to play Little Nightmares 1 and 2. They're quick, they're short. You're not investing your life in something. They're quick, they're short.
Yeah.
So that is my project that I would love for you to
And
consider.
I've always heard good things about it, always, from you obviously and the internet as well too, that it is
so
really
good.
It has its name.
It's so good.
For a reason. We played Reanimal for that reason as well too.
Yep.
But
yeah, what you
say isn't Reanimal supposed to get DLCs?
Yes, and we bought the deluxe, so we will be playing that.
Yeah, so
yes.
we should
but what you got for me? What do you got
for
me?
you? Obviously, besides Attack on Titan.
Yep.
Which we will revisit.
I watched the first season.
Yes,
we have to get back to it. We kind of got.
Is it too early to tell? Like, what were just real quick your thoughts?
No,
on season
I have never watched an anime. I'm not an anime guy. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid. I don't know if that's anime. I
think it is.
I love Teen Titans. I don't know if that's an anime.
I wouldn't say that's
I love
maybe, I guess if it's somewhat. The only difference is that it's Japanese.
I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know if that's an anime. Like when it comes to Call Me a Casual, I'm the most casual about anime. I literally have no clue. I saw Chainsaw Man, Raise Arc in theater just because I was getting FOMO. I was getting FOMO when I wanted to come. I didn't watch a single episode. I didn't watch a single episode of Chainsaw Man. I watched a recap and I went to the movie theater. It was good. I was kind of like,
just lost.
What's going on? Yeah, but big casual when it comes to anime. So watching AOT season 1 with Ethan, it was really good. There are some things that I need to kind of
get used to.
Yeah. Like the shot with the big eye and the whole bunch of like the
excessive breathing and all that stuff. And like I said, the only reason why I put you on Attack on Titan as well too, because this is something I'd be surprised if they don't. But Attack on Titan is one of those animes. It's called a gateway anime. It's probably the best gateway anime to start, in my opinion, because one, it sets a really high standard for any other ones.
Yeah.
But also the fact that it doesn't have like the cringe, not too much of like cringe moments. It doesn't have like the heavy breathing. It doesn't have those, and it's not like a bad thing, I guess. It's just it's a different culture. You're not used to it.
For a first time watcher, it could be a
100%.
No, but I really want to finish AOT. I'm bought in. The end of season 1 was awesome. Freaking Aaron Yeager, dude. Captain Levi. I'm bought in. We just kind of got put on halt because of Daredevil,
right?
But no, I'm very excited to watch it again. But that's all I have to say about AOT.
Awesome, yeah. And I guess the last thing I'll say, I guess for a game that I want, the one that I really wanted for this topic.
Let's hear it.
Baldur's Gate.
No.
And I'm.
Oh man.
Again, you may think it's crazy. But we have our current D&D.
We do play D&D. We do play D&D
right now. We've got our campaign going. We've had fun moments, and it's been a great time playing it, the old school way, I guess I can call it, or the traditional way. But I'm telling you, the fun you're having with this, just try it in the version that we love the best, which is the video game version, to where we're not having to sit there doing everything ourselves. It just does it.
Is that a perception check?
Yeah.
No, actually.
And we're having to do all that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's just, I think it's the better iteration of it. It's the more fun. It's the more, it's just a better experience. And again, like I said, I'm going to say on it, it is one of the best games ever created.
Cuphead.
The best game.
Cuphead.
With the exception of Cuphead. But
no, I would love to play Baldur's Gate 3. I remember you guys playing it.
We can do the same thing like with our current campaign members too. Like we can play up to 4 people as well. It's a good time.
I mean, I'd buy in. Like I would buy in. There's nothing too that I'm too cool for. Like I would 100% buy in and sit down there and play. Yeah, 100%.
And like I said, as long as you try it and you're sitting there and you tell me like, hey, I still don't like turn-based games. I don't,
That is true. I don't like turn-based games.
But it is turn-based, obviously, but the way the combat works is exciting, and sometimes depending on the battle, it can get boring because you do think it's just click this, click that, and then you sit and wait. But how they do it and how they measure the battlefield, it's kind of like how we do in our campaigns.
Okay, I do.
Like, this is over here. What are you doing over here? This is, they do a good job.
Is there a good role-playing aspect?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The best.
Role-playing is my favorite part.
Yeah. I mean, you make your character as your own. The story's already like set in stone pretty much because obviously they have to have a narrative. But the story can go in many different ways off what you choose.
No, that'd be fun.
The characters are fun to get into as well.
That'd be fun.
So,
I'm about it. I'm about it. Hey, yo, what is that?
Yeah, but no, like I said, that's just mine for you. That
I love it.
Try one day.
I love it. Well, that is all I got. You got anything else for our first pilot episode?
No, I mean, I think we got everything we could for the first pilot.
Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us. Look at us.
New beginnings.
It's a new beginnings. Let's put that microphone in the other hand and let's dab me up. Hey, what a time to be a nerd. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of exciting stuff to look forward to.
Yeah,
and
super
more
exciting.
Episodes will be coming
100%.
that we'll be covering on, and this is just the start.
If you guys were watching this, if you made it to this far in the episode, first of all, what are you doing with your life? But no, for real, we love you guys and really appreciate anyone who just watched this far.
And we're excited for you all to go on this journey. Wish to stay.
Yeah. The more we get, I mean, we don't even have an upload schedule. I gotta figure out how to edit. The more we get the ball rolling, the production will get better. Like there won't be a blank wall.
Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings for sure. But just get out there and nerd out. Like just find something that you love and just nerd out. But thank you, Ethan, and thank you guys for watching.
And as always, call us a casual.
Call us a casual. Let's go.